I'm Bruce Kuehn, owner and founder of Southern Cross Communications. We provide office telephone systems for small to mid-sized businesses in Montgomery County, Texas. Well, as far as networking, absolutely it's critical that you stand out because you're very often in a room with 40, 50, 60, sometimes even 100 other business owners. And as the mic gets passed and everybody starts understanding or starts listening in, they start to zone out, and it's, oh man, it's the same pitch over and over and over again. If your commercial stands out, people are going to remember you, and that's in a networking environment. That's really what you want, and really in a business environment, that's what you want too. My current tagline is every business deserves phones that say wow. That came from a long line of different ideas that I've had over the years, but the core of it was inspired by Jim McIngvale, Mattress Mac, and he said that he would, as I grew up, would dress up in a mattress and jump up and down and with holding money in his hand, saying gallery furniture really will save you money. The goofiness is what made him stand out. I had to capture a little bit of the goofiness when I started, and my first tagline was "Don't get stuck in a box." And I would carry a little box with me, and when I delivered it, of course, the premise is that for my business, I'm not married to any one particular phone manufacturer. I realize that most businesses, that no two businesses are alike. A good phone system has to sit and has to be able to work the way they work, not force them to work the way the phone system wants to work. So that was the idea of not being stuck in a box. And I was this cute thing as, don't get stuck in a box, and I would just throw the box behind me. I got into some business coaching a few years later, and my business coach was all for it. He liked the don't get stuck in a box, but he encouraged me to think outside the box and to think in terms of what else can I do. And of course, at the time, I had picked up a brand new phone from Grandstream. It's a video phone, and it's their top of the line. It's the most expensive phone they sell. I went and got it. I bought it. I was looking through and seeing all the things you could do with this pretty cool phone. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. And I'm like, you know what? That's kind of what I want my customers to say. Wow.
Bruce Kuehn with Southern Cross Communications. Every business deserves phones that say wow.
Over the years, it's kind of gotten to the point where that tagline has permeated everything. It's on my website, it's on my business cards. It's I even have a splash tone when you call my office. There's a greeting that says, "Thank you for calling Southern Cross Communications, where we believe every business deserves phones that say wow." It's become a pretty big defining characteristic of my business. Any business looking to improve their tagline, and you got to start with having a little bit of fun. What's fun about your business? What makes you excited about your business? And repetition is important too, because the more you use a tagline, the more people will become comfortable with it. The more people will expect it and be ready for you to give that tagline. The chamber is extremely important in my business because I get a lot of good business, a lot of good exposure, and it also gives me an outlet into the community. I get to meet people that I would not have met otherwise. A few years ago, I did some evaluation of where my best sources for businesses were, and far and away, Conroe Chamber was the one that had the highest return for my investment. I was getting at least 20 times a return of my investment year over year from the Conroe Chamber.
Bruce Kuehn with Southern Cross Communications. Every business deserves phones that say wow.